I'm from the University of San Diego, and I did my fall 2018 semester with CEA at the University of Belgrano. So when you first get to the airport and you wait, you get your luggage on your own, and then when you exit the luggage area, the CEA staff meet you. They have a sign that says CEA. You find them and you get a little envelope giving you details about the next day's orientation, what time to be at the CEA Center, which your host family already knows about as well, so you don't really have to worry about that. And you get a little refreshment, so they pick you up, and then you get to see the city as you drive in. The airport's located in the province, and they drive you into the city where your homestay will be. And you get on this shuttle ride, you get to meet other students who are arriving at the same time as you. Everyone has a ton of luggage, so don't worry about how much stuff you're bringing. And you drive through the city, and then they bring you right to your homestay. And my host mom met us right at the van, introduced herself, helped me bring my stuff into the apartment, and then you have time to settle in for the rest of the day, get to a tour of the apartment or the house that you're staying in to relax, take a nap, and then you have dinner that evening where you start to get to know your host family. And then the next day we did orientation with CEA, and your host family brings you there, which is nice because you've just gotten to the city and you have no idea how to get around. And at orientation, they tell you all about the city. They advise you on how to use your phone here, how to get around in the city, all of the resources that you have. I remember being on the plane coming to Argentina, extremely nervous, no idea what to expect. But as soon as you get here, that all kind of goes away. And so the first day when I got to Argentina, we didn't go out or do anything because we don't know anything about the city. But then the next day, once you have orientation, you start to get more comfortable. CEA is always available. My flight was delayed when I came to Argentina, and I just had to send them a quick email about a change in arrival time, and it was no problem. They still picked me up from the airport. After orientation, all of us students hung out together and started to get to know each other, and it was a really relaxed atmosphere, and I'm really glad that we took the whole day together to be able to start acclimating to the city. Academics at the UB were one of my favorite parts here in Argentina because you get to learn things that you've talked about in your classes in the United States that are from a completely different perspective, and I don't think I would have learned a lot of the things that I did if I hadn't learned it here in Argentina. The professors are really willing to work with you as they know you're an international student and you'll be traveling, and it was a little daunting at first that everyone at the university speaks Spanish, but being able to kind of immerse yourself in the language and taking classes in Spanish was the best part about being here. I stayed in a homestay and I had one roommate, and my roommate and I got along great, and my homestay was really nice. I got to learn a lot about the culture and I felt very welcome. I went on all of the excursions with CEA. We went to Colonia, Uruguay, which was really interesting because we got to see a different country that is similar to Argentina but also much more relaxed and different. We went to Iguazu, which was my favorite trip. We went for a whole weekend, and that was the first time I really got to know the other CEA students because we spent the whole weekend together and we all stayed in a hotel, and it was really fun taking a trip together that was planned for us. And then we also went to Tigre, which was a very relaxing day right kind of in the middle of midterm season, which was perfect to relax after and hang out by the pool and just talk to everyone else in the group. The activities that CEA put on are really fun. We had a mate tasting one, which was my favorite, and now I drink mate all the time, and so that's where I learned how to actually do it, like a porteño. And we went on the Palermo neighborhood tour, which you'll spend a lot of time in Palermo while you're here, and being able to see it during the day and to learn about the culture that is this kind of new hip area was really interesting, and I don't think I would have learned it if I hadn't gone on the tour. We're making awesome friendships, not only with the kids in CEA, but being at UB, you also get to meet a ton of different international students. Some of my best friends now are from Switzerland. Fully immerse yourself in the language, especially living in a homestay, and just functioning throughout daily life, going to cafes, visiting different sites, taxis, everything is done in Spanish. And so your language skills drastically improve. Argentina is very different from the United States, especially from San Diego. And being here, starting to adapt to the way people act, how customs and different things work here, was a little scary at first, but it was an extremely enriching experience, and learning how to thrive in a different environment was probably my favorite part of the program. is to just relax and enjoy your time. I was really nervous before I came here, and I didn't need to be because CEA is really helpful. I also say that you should do absolutely everything you can. Don't waste any time here because the 4 months goes by way quicker than you'd think. So go out all the time, enjoy the weather when it's nice, speak Spanish as much as you can, even with your friends that are from the United States that speak English. Use your Spanish constantly. Nobody here ever judges you for your Spanish. Overall, my experience with CEA and at the University of Belgrano was everything I had imagined it would be. There's always something to do in Buenos Aires, and the traveling in Argentina is beautiful. There's so many different landscapes to go see. You can easily go to Chile, Uruguay, Peru. There's so much history in the city as well. There's always something to do. So Buenos Aires is the perfect place to come.